What would you do if the world doubted you? If injuries, setbacks, and criticism threatened to derail your dream, but you came back faster, stronger, and proved everyone wrong? This is the story of Oblique Seville. From humble beginnings in Jamaica to sprinting on the world's biggest stage, from battling injuries and personal struggles to running a blazing 9.77 seconds and becoming world champion, Seville's journey is about more than speed. It's about resilience, redemption, and legacy. Stay tuned, because we're breaking down the untold story of Jamaica's new sprint king. Oblique Seville grew up in Jamaica, a nation known for producing sprinting legends. But unlike the spotlight that later found him, his path was filled with challenges. From an early age, he showed flashes of speed that caught the attention of coaches. But talent alone wasn't enough. Growing up in a modest environment, Seville faced the struggles of balancing education, athletics, and the realities of daily life. Like many young athletes, he didn't have endless resources. What he did have was raw potential, an incredible work ethic, and the determination to prove himself. But the road to greatness is rarely smooth. Seville's early career was riddled with setbacks, from nagging injuries that slowed his progress to doubts about whether he could handle the pressure of being the next big thing in Jamaican sprinting. Critics questioned his consistency, pointing out races where he faded or didn't finish strong. Yet, through every stumble, Seville learned and grew stronger. These struggles shaped the foundation of the sprinter, who would later rise to global fame. Without these battles, there would be no victory. For Oblique Seville, struggle wasn't the end, it was the beginning. Seville's breakthrough came under the guidance of coach Glen Mills, the same legendary coach who molded Usain Bolt into the fastest man alive. Training alongside some of the greatest sprinters in history gave Seville not only technique, but also the belief that he belonged on the world stage. At first, he was overshadowed by bigger names, athletes like Johan Blake and younger rising stars. But Seville kept grinding. His speed and training hinted at what was possible, but critics still asked, could he deliver when it mattered most? In national championships and Diamond League meets, he began to show glimpses of his potential, consistently running under 10 seconds, proving he wasn't just another sprinter, but a real contender. Still, the weight of Jamaican sprinting history loomed large. Following in the footsteps of Bolt, Blake, and Asafa Powell was no small task. By 2022 and 2023, Seville had earned respect as one of Jamaica's most reliable sprinters, even if gold medals still eluded him. He was close, always in the finals, always a threat, but missing that defining victory. The question remained, could Oblique Seville rise from being promising to becoming a champion? The answer came in Tokyo 2025. At the World Athletics Championships, the spotlight was on Seville. The world's fastest sprinters lined up beside him, including Noah Lyles and fellow Jamaican Keishane Thompson. Pressure was immense. When the gun fired, Seville exploded out of the blocks. His stride was powerful, his focus unshakable. Crossing the line in 9.77 seconds, a personal best, he claimed gold, becoming Jamaica's first world 100-meter champion since Usain Bolt. The stadium erupted. It wasn't just a victory for Seville, it was a victory for Jamaica. For years, the nation searched for the heir to Bolt's throne. On that night, the crown found its new bearer. After the race, Seville's emotions poured out. He credited his late father as his inspiration, his coach Glen Mills for believing in him, and the fans for pushing him through doubt. His words echoed across headlines. I proved, in front of Usain, that I am a world champion. This was no longer about potential. Seville had arrived. The boy once dismissed as inconsistent had become the man to beat in sprinting. Despite his triumph, Seville's journey hasn't been free of challenges. Behind the medals and celebrations, he battles a lingering toe injury that often flares up before big races. His coach even hinted at possible surgery in the near future. For most athletes, this might be career-threatening. For Seville, it's just another hurdle to clear. He also admitted to facing personal issues, which at times showed in his body language before races. Fellow sprinter Noah Lyles once remarked that Seville looked panicked before a heat. Instead of hiding, Seville owned up to it, saying, "Yes, I have personal issues, but I don't let them define my performance." This honesty resonated with fans. Instead of portraying himself as untouchable, Seville showed his human side. His redemption wasn't just about winning gold. It was about proving that resilience comes from vulnerability as much as from strength. Through it all, Seville stayed grounded. He leaned on family, coaches, and the legacy of Jamaicans sprinting to push through doubt. His redemption was not just athletic, it was deeply personal. Allen Iverson had the answer. Usain Bolt had lightning speed. Oblique Seville's legacy is still being written, but it's already historic. At just 24, with a world championship title and a blazing 9.77 to his name, Seville stands as the future of Jamaican sprinting. His victory reignited national pride and reassured fans that the sprinting dynasty didn't end with Bolt. It simply entered a new era. But his legacy won't just be about medals. It will be about perseverance in the face of doubt, about carrying the weight of expectations and still running free, about proving that setbacks don't define your story. Your comeback does. Seville himself has said he believes this generation will soon run in the 9.6 range, inching closer to Bolt's records. Whether or not he breaks them, his place in history is secure. The world has found its next sprinting star. And Jamaica, once again, has given us the man who carries the torch forward. Oblique Seville is no longer just a rising sprinter. He's a legend in the making. Oblique Seville's story is more than just a race. It's about turning pain into power, doubt into destiny, and struggle into victory. From the boy who faced setbacks to the man who became a world champion, Seville has proven that greatness is forged in adversity. Now the question is, can he push even further and one day challenge Usain Bolt's legendary times? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more incredible stories of sports legends. Because every champion has a story, and this one belongs to Oblique Seville.